Imagine a situation where you've been deeply hurt by someone, a person who, at first glance, seems to have it all together: charm, confidence, and a powerful sense of self. But beneath that surface, the truth begins to emerge. This person, whether they're a partner, friend, or colleague, is a narcissist, someone who manipulates, deceives, and exploits others for their own gain, often leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Now, you may be wondering, how do you find peace after enduring such a relationship? And perhaps more importantly, is there some kind of cosmic justice coming for the narcissist who caused you so much pain? In this video, we're going to explore 5 spiritual clues that revenge, or rather karmic retribution, is on the way for the narcissist who hurt you. Stick around, because what we're about to uncover may change how you perceive your current struggle. Before we dive into these clues, I want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with anyone who might benefit from hearing this message. If you've ever been wronged by a narcissist, this video is for you, so let's get started. Now, if you've ever dealt with a narcissist, you know how exhausting and draining it can be. The constant manipulation, gaslighting, and emotional exploitation can leave you feeling small, confused, and utterly defeated. You might be wondering if there's any sort of justice in this world for the damage they've caused. And the truth is, there absolutely is. But it may not always look the way you expect. In fact, spiritual principles often suggest that the universe has a way of righting these wrongs in ways far more profound than simple revenge. So, how can you tell when the karmic scales are tipping in your favor? When is it that the narcissist who hurt you will finally face the consequences of their actions? Let's explore the 5 spiritual clues that give us insight into this question. First, one of the clearest signs that karma is coming for a narcissist is the undeniable shift in their behavior when they've overstepped their bounds. You may have noticed this already in your own life. Once the narcissist has pushed too far, they often experience a significant downfall. Their life begins to unravel in ways that are strangely fitting for the hurt they've caused. It might look like a sudden loss of status, a failed relationship, or financial struggles. This is not mere coincidence. In spiritual terms, this is called cosmic justice, or karma. The energy they have put out into the world in the form of manipulation and cruelty begins to return to them. It's almost as if the universe is taking over, righting the imbalance they created in your life. When you witness this, it's a clear spiritual sign that their time is coming. But it doesn't always happen immediately. Spiritual growth teaches us that these things unfold in their own time. You may not see the narcissist face immediate consequences, and that can be frustrating. However, this delay is actually part of a deeper spiritual lesson, not for the narcissist, but for you. The second clue that karma is coming is your own emotional and spiritual growth. You see, the universe often uses these painful experiences to teach us valuable lessons. When you heal from the hurt caused by the narcissist, when you learn to reclaim your power and restore your peace, that growth creates the perfect energetic shift needed for the narcissist to receive their just desserts. Think of it this way: as you rise above their toxicity, you are in essence raising the vibration around you. And with that higher vibration, you set the stage for the narcissist to encounter the consequences of their actions. It's not about wishing ill upon them. It's about aligning yourself with the forces of good that are already in motion. Another powerful clue that revenge is coming for the narcissist who hurt you is the way their relationships begin to crumble. Narcissists often rely on a network of people to sustain their inflated ego. They manipulate those around them, creating a false sense of love and admiration to keep their fragile self-esteem intact. However, as they continue to harm others and engage in their toxic behaviors, these relationships inevitably begin to fracture. The narcissist may not understand it at first. They might blame others for their failures or attempt to justify their actions. But spiritually, what's happening is that the universe is pulling people away from them who can no longer tolerate the narcissist's abuse. Friends, family, colleagues, all these people may begin to distance themselves, leaving the narcissist isolated and powerless. In some cases, the narcissist may even face legal or professional consequences that further break down their support network. This is a clear sign that their reign is coming to an end and their actions are finally catching up to them. Fourth, a particularly subtle yet telling clue that revenge is coming for the narcissist is the way their own guilt and shame begin to manifest. While narcissists often present a facade of superiority, they are deeply insecure inside. They are constantly battling feelings of worthlessness and inadequacy, which they try to mask through manipulation and deceit. When they hurt someone, especially someone who was emotionally invested in them, they may initially dismiss the consequences of their actions. However, deep within their psyche, the universe is working on them. Their guilt can begin to manifest in a variety of ways, such as depression, anxiety, or an overwhelming sense of emptiness. This spiritual awakening, often in the form of a dark night of the soul, can be their own form of karmic retribution. When the narcissist experiences this internal crisis, it is a sign that the universe is delivering the spiritual justice they so desperately need. It is a moment of reckoning that they cannot escape. Finally, the fifth clue is the unmistakable feeling of relief that washes over you when you let go of the need for revenge. This is not only a sign of your personal healing, but also an indication that the universe is handling the situation in its own way. When you stop obsessing over the narcissist's downfall and release the need to see them suffer, that's when their karmic retribution is often fully set in motion. This shift within you signals that the balance of energy is beginning to correct itself, and the narcissist's actions will soon catch up with them. You'll notice that you no longer need to keep tabs on their life or wish for their punishment. You've moved on, and that very act of moving on is the final key to releasing the narcissist to face their consequences. Your own peace becomes the most powerful form of closure. In conclusion, while the temptation to seek revenge on a narcissist who has wronged you may be strong, it's important to understand that the universe has its own way of dealing with toxic individuals. The 5 spiritual clues we've explored today serve as reassurance that the narcissist will not escape the consequences of their actions. Whether it manifests through their relationships crumbling, their internal guilt catching up with them, or simply the shift in energy due to your own spiritual growth, the signs are unmistakable. You don't have to be the one to deliver justice. The universe is already working on your behalf. As you move forward in your life, it's essential to focus on healing, growth, and reclaiming your peace. The universe is already at work, ensuring that the balance is restored. By letting go of the need for retaliation, you allow space for your own transformation. Your spiritual growth will naturally shift the energy around you, bringing you closer to the peace and fulfillment you deserve. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to share this message with anyone who may need it, and always remember that you are not alone on your journey. You deserve peace, and that peace is already on its way to you. Until next time, take care of yourself and trust that cosmic justice is always in motion.